We do encourage the public to check their yard. Just check your yard every few days or on a weekly basis. Make sure that there's no water in anywhere, or that trash is blown in, or something tipped over that is now capable of holding water, because those areas will certainly be able to breed mosquitoes. And even if they aren't impacting you negatively, and even if you aren't spending a lot of time in your backyard, the potential is there that those mosquitoes could be breeding on your property and impacting your neighbors in negative ways. We see water standing in all sorts of items. Discarded tires, rain barrels, unprotected rain barrels. That includes rain barrels with no screen meshing or damage to the mesh that covers it. There's ways to prevent that. You can put on new meshing, or you can use some type of oil-based product, even something like mineral oil, sometimes vegetable oil, where you just put a coat on the surface of the water, and that will prevent mosquitoes from breeding. Some of the common things we see in backyards include bird baths. If bird baths are allowed to hold water and aren't cleaned periodically, it takes about 10 days for these mosquitoes to complete their cycle. And as long as water's present and not tipped out, the mosquitoes can do that. It's how the mosquitoes really do well in areas where water can be periodic. So you might have a water source, the female might come lay those eggs. If that water source disappears and the eggs are viable, they can stay until that water returns. Works really well in Albuquerque, where you have a monsoon and you don't see that rain all the time, but you might get weekly rain events that dump a bunch of water, and that's enough water for the mosquito to complete their cycle. So we encourage everyone to tip that water out. That's the important first step. The second step is actually scrubbing this surface. When mosquitoes lay their eggs, they lay their eggs on the edge of the surface right above the water line. Those eggs can continue to survive even when they're dry. And so it's important to scrub, typically with a bleach solution. We encourage like a 10% bleach solution. So you can mix up a bottle.